Alright, what's the apps, man? Look, skip the intro, we getting straight to the bit bops. So today I'm gonna be making this video, right? In this video I wanna break down and explain black culture, right? Cause it's like everybody wanna talk about black culture all of a sudden. But I get it, you feel me? Cause I seen a lot of videos, you feel me? I'm gonna keep it a beam with y'all, bro. I have seen, like, within like the last 2 weeks, I have seen a lot of videos of black people or so-called foundational black Americans getting mad at Africans and Arabics, Jamaicans, people of different nationalities, if you will, different ethnicities, if that's how you pronounce the word, I believe. Getting mad at other groups of people for questioning or asking a question like, what is black culture? People feel like black people in America really don't got a culture. So today we gonna talk about it. You feel me? And I feel like the best place to start is, let's start with defining the word culture. Cause I don't know like what it is about Americans, bro. Like it's like we forgot that words have meaning. You feel me? Like seriously, like words have meaning. Like people don't like to define words anymore. They just like to use them. So let's start here, right? Let me grab my laptop and we're gonna define the word culture. So this is the online definition for culture. And the definition says the customs, arts, social institutions, and achievements of a particular nation, people, or other social group, right? And then they got, like, for an example, like Caribbean culture. So I'm gonna read it one more time. The customs, arts, social institutions, and achievements of a particular nation, people, or other social group, right? Now, let's start with, like, before we dive in, right? Like, before we really break this down, let's start with, like, the basic or what's supposed to be, the basic customs of one's culture, right? Language. Do so-called black people have their own language, right? Because this is what y'all want to hang your head on. Feel me? Black culture. Everybody want to defend black culture, and black culture is so great, right? Do black people, so-called foundational black Americans, the descendants of our ancestors who took part in or who were victims of chattel slavery, like, do we have our own language? Because that's a part of a culture. Like, we dealing with the basics. Do we have our own language? No, we do not. We speak English. So-called black Americans speak English. And that is the language of who? Our oppressors. It's the language of the so-called white man. We speak English, right? Because the English conquered and colonized our people. They enslaved us, put us in captivity, and they forced us to speak their language. This is why we speak English. So, starting there, no, we do not have our own language. Moving on. Dress code. Right? What is our dress code? What is the dress code of black culture? Something that's specific to our culture. What is our dress code? Do we have a dress code? So as one people, as a group of people, what is our dress code? Because if you look at the Chinese, they got a specific dress code. That's a part of their culture, right? You look at the Arabics, they got a specific dress code. They're men and women when it comes to that. What is the specific dress code of the black culture? There is none. There is none, right? Moving on. Diet. What is the diet, right? Like, do we have any dietary ways, right? Are there any dietary rules that we're supposed to adhere to when it comes to black culture? Like specific foods that we're supposed to eat, or, you know, foods that we're not supposed to eat? Like, what is the dietary standards when it comes to black culture? Is there any? Because to my knowledge, we just eat whatever the fuck we want to eat. As one, we don't have... Okay, so the answer is no. No. Nationality. Right? And I'm going to conclude the basics with this. What is our nationality? What is the nationality of black culture? Because when you deal with, you know... And I'm going to keep using these groups as examples, right? Because they have cultures. Real cultures that's unique to them. We know what the Chinese people nationality is, or the Japanese, or the Koreans, or the East Indians, or the Arabics, and the Hawaiians, and the Polynesians. Like, what is our nationality? Black? Black? Black is the nationality of black culture. Is there land attached to this? Because most cultures, right? Most groups who have their own culture have their own land. Right? The land predates the culture. The culture came up. You get what I'm saying? And the land of their forefathers. But we'll conclude right there. So, as you see, when it comes to the foundation of this so-called culture, right, that we're supposed to have, that everybody want to defend, you come to see, right, and I just gave you an example, we went through it for like 2 minutes, that what we practice isn't unique to us. Not the language, not the dress code, not what we eat, not our nationality, not a land. Like, none of it is unique to us. None of it. And like I said, this is the foundation. These are the basics. This is what you build upon. But you'll argue with people and say, oh, we black culture and we got a culture and bop and like, but let's really dive into it a little bit, right? You can Google this, you can do your little research. When you deal with different groups of people and their culture, the vast majority of them, I really want to say all of them, they all got their own, what we call holidays that they celebrate. Something they're trying to commemorate. Something that's been celebrated in practice for generations. What holidays do we got that's specific to our people, commemorating something specific for us? Who holidays do we celebrate? Because the last time I checked, foundational black Americans, we celebrate Christmas. Came from the white man. Easter came from the white man. Halloween came from the white man. 4th of July came from the white man. New Year's came from the white man. We can keep going on. Even Black History Month, that was something they gave us. Man, I was about to, I don't even want to go down that road, but you get the point I'm trying to make, right? Each culture has holidays that are tailor-made for them. We don't have that, but we have black culture. Now let's talk about, because if I'm not mistaken, in this definition, it speaks about social institutions. If you go to China, if you go to Saudi Arabia, if you go to Afghanistan, they'll have like certain infrastructures and facilities and organizations, you know, certain stuff that's social institutions that's built that you can only find in China, that you can only find in Saudi Arabia, that you can only find in India. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, do we have our own school curriculums? I'll wait. I'm just asking, like, do black culture have their own school curriculum? Right? What laws do we got? Like, I'm just saying. We in schools, we learn what they want us to learn. The laws we abide by are the ones that the white man instituted. Right? From what is it called? What is it called? I don't know. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Damn, wow, it's on the tip of my tongue. Forget about it. But you know what I'm saying. Like, we follow their laws. Right? Where do we go to worship, bro? You go to any of these lands, bro, these foreign lands, and you deal with people and their culture, they have a place of worship. Please don't say the Christian church. Please. Please don't say the mosque. It's not unique to us. It isn't specifically, it wasn't specifically created for us, bro. It's universal. Which, by the way, that's exactly what Catholicism is. It means universal, but that's a whole nother video. Not the Christian church. Because the Christian church as we know it today was created by the so-called white man. I'm talking about like the order and the structure and even the buildings, you feel me? How they conduct themselves and the order they go by when you attend these services, it was all founded by the so-called white man. But you'll say that's a part of black culture, right? Who's the God of your people? The Arabics will tell you who's the God of their people. They have a God, right? They call him Allah, right? And a book that they choose to learn from is called the Quran. Right? You deal with the Jewish people, right? Amalek. They'll say their God name is Yahweh. And the book that they choose to read from is the Talmud. The Chinese, this, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, who is the God of your people? The God of your people is Jesus Christ. That so-called white man with blonde hair and blue eyes. That picture that's in all y'all grandmother's houses. You feel me? That's in every Mormon Bible. That same image that every nigga put on a chain when they get a little bit of money. That's the God of your people? A guy from another culture? The point I'm trying to make, because we about to close this video out, bro. The point I'm trying to make is your culture is supposed to be unique to your people. Black culture is not unique to our people. Let's just keep it a beam, bro. Black culture is exactly what it sounds like. It's self-explanatory. Black culture. Going back to what I said in the beginning of this video. Americans do not like to deal with the meaning of words. If I mention, do you know the etymology of this word? Do you know the root word of this word? Like the root of, you get what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking, etymology? What is that? The word black means void of light. And we know the light is the truth. Right? The light is righteousness. The light is that which is good. That's black culture. Void of the truth. Void of light. Void of anything positive, bro. That's literally black culture in a nutshell. See your culture, let's keep it a being, bro. And let the record show that this is not a safe place. The truth reside here. All my words got squatter rights. Your culture, right, is supposed to be your way of life. Almost like your life force. The thing that keep you moving forward. But black culture is the complete opposite. It's detrimental to our people. Right? Black culture was given to you by the white man. Let's just say it like it is. Black culture came from the white man. It's his culture disguised as black culture. He gave it to you so you can live by his standards. He has no problem with his woman being over top of him and doing whatever the fuck she want. He got you doing the same thing. He allow his children to be disrespectful and he don't want to discipline them, and he let them have their way and usurp authority over them. Now he got you doing the same shit. You discipline your child, you get locked up for child abuse, whether you right or wrong. And those are just two examples. It's his culture. You understand? We always talking about everybody want to copy our culture and everybody trying to steal our culture. I go to Jamaica and I see our culture over there and bip bip bop. Like, it's not that they copying our culture. They're copying the negative ways of us. It's the negative things that they copy and mimic. Because the world lies in wickedness. And that's what people love, wickedness. Because if I ask you, you'll say twerking is in our culture, right? Walking around with your pants hanging halfway off your ass, right? Which that came from the jails. Hip hop, right? That's the main thing I like to use. You know, hip hop is our culture. Like, that's the foundation of black culture, hip hop. Like, when music itself was created to praise the Most High. But hip hop, right? Women being independent, black trannies, you know, our lingo, you know, the words we use, and like what fades, the way we dress. Like, you don't own no companies that's manufacturing clothes and producing clothes. And yeah, we have black designers, and we know our people have invented and created a lot of things that the white man took credit for. But just the whole idea of what we think is hip and down and cool, right? It was all propagated by the machine. So I'm just saying, like, you need to really step back and take a look at black culture and really question, like, what is black culture? Is it, like, is this really our culture? Or did we choose to cleave unto this and we just, you know, this is what we holding tight to it because this is all we got. And we celebrate, man, black culture is wicked. And it's really the culture of your oppressor, you just don't know it. But I'm going to end it there. Just think about what I'm saying. It's a wicked world. Niggas better wake up or die in their sleep. You mad or not.